Good morning, everyone. I'm Ashley Kirkland. The time is 5:41. Friday marked the opening ceremony for the 2014 Sochi Winter Olympics. Now, much of the world's concern during the Games has been about safety issues involving terrorism. Last week, we got in touch with Gordon Maclean, a local Upper Peninsula man who is taking stats for the U.S. Olympic curling teams. Today, Gordon joins us again to give us the inside scoop on safety during the Games.
Hello, Upper Michigan. This is Gordon Maclean talking to you from the edge of the Black Sea in Sochi, Russia. Decided to take a little time off with the nice day that we have here. It's in the mid-50s. As you can see, I'm not wearing a jacket or anything like that. And behind me you see the Black Sea, and hoping that just to get to you the sense of what my thoughts are in terms of security here at the Olympics. Many of my friends always were writing me before coming here, and family too, concerned, be safe. Are you sure you want to do this? There's been so many bad things going on there. And one of the things that I wanted to remind people of was that before the Salt Lake Games back in 2002, which I was at also, there was a similar great concern about security. It was in the post 9/11 months, and a lot of people don't recall that the security issues there were every bit as dire in their predictions as the security situation here. I do recall a vivid memory of Salt Lake City, of seeing the fighter jets escorting the commercial jets into the airport there in Salt Lake City. And a lot of people aren't aware that those fighter jets, which were put there by the U.S. government, had orders to shoot down those commercial jets should they stray from their approach or departure path. So in terms of my feelings on security, I don't feel any less secure here than I did in Salt Lake for the Salt Lake Games. And it's certainly no different than what you would expect living in what you might call an enhanced airport security, except 24 hours a day. Bags are checked when you enter the Olympic Park area. Bags are checked when I enter into the volunteer village area. And to be honest, I don't think that this is what you would call a soft target. If anyone really wanted to try, I suppose they would have their opportunities. But if I was, someone who was looking to do damage, I would certainly be looking elsewhere rather than at this particular location at this particular time. So my thoughts on security at the Russian Games. Talk to you later. Bye.
Well, thank you so much, Gordon. It's really good to get an inside look on how things are looking there. Good morning, everyone. I'm Ashley Kirkland. The time is 6:10. Since the opening ceremonies in Sochi, the world has been glued to the Games at Olympic Park in Sochi, Russia. This morning, we're checking in with Gordon Maclean, stat keeper for the U.S. Olympic curling team, to see what Russia will do with Olympic Park after the Winter Games are finished.
Hello, Upper Michigan. This is Gordon Maclean talking to you again from the shores of the Black Sea. One of the other things I wanted to talk about with you is the intent of what this Olympic Park area is going to do besides just host the Olympic Games. Much of the justification for the spending of the money here is to develop a long-term facility that would essentially be the Russian equivalent of the Riviera or Miami Beach. Obviously, you're not going to find weather equivalent to either of those places, and to be honest, the beach is pretty much cobbles. If you were going to look for a nice beach, this isn't exactly the place that I would go. However, given that this is Russian Federation, and this is about as far south as you can go along the shore here, this is a prime location if you want to develop a year-round tourist facility. Behind me you'll see that there is a boardwalk, and I've taken some other videos of that walk from different angles, and it is newly made within the last year. very much a pleasant walk the whole way from where we are staying at the Volunteers Village all the way into the Olympic area. So it's not just a one-time deal where we're looking at a facility that's going to be used once and then not used again. In fact, I think that you'll find that most Russians are more excited, or just as excited, about the World Cup games that they're going to be hosting in 2018. And the Fished Arena, where the opening ceremonies and closing ceremonies are held, was not built for the Olympics per se, although those ceremonies were there, but as a facility that will be used for the World Cup coming up in 4 years. So this is more than just a one-time deal as far as the Russians' point of view, but I think it's a logical extension of what this event means to them, and hopefully for a development of a year-round facility. So, talk to you later. Bye.
Thank you, Gordon, and it's good to see that those facilities will be used for other purposes. Now, we're going to take a look at weather. Sean, what are we going to be looking at with our weather here? Good morning, everyone. I'm Ashley Kirkland. The time is 6:42. The Sochi Olympic Games are underway, and the Americans are eager to bring home the medals. Gordon Maclean, who is in Russia with the U.S. curling teams, explains exactly why there are safety concerns in Russia during these Winter Games.
I want to talk a little bit about security. Everybody's concerned about security here, but many people don't know why there is a security issue. And if you look over my shoulder here, there is a fence, and that fence is the border of the Republic of Abkhazia. Abkhazia is considered to be a breakaway republic from the Russian Federation. Abkhazia was part of the Ottoman Empire back many centuries ago and was conquered by Russia during that time period. As it is with many issues in this part of the world, the problems are not new. They are generations old. The Abkhazians would like to be separate from Russia because they are essentially ethnic Georgian and because they are an Islamic republic. Russia, of course, is a Christian nation by tradition, and this has caused a lot of problems over the years. And more so since the breakup of the Soviet Union. The Soviet Union was able to keep a strong thumb on these things, and under the new Russian Federation, while things aren't perfect, it's certainly much more relaxed than what it was before the 1990s. So that fence back there is basically the dividing line between what between Russia and what wants to be a separate nation, and it is also the dividing line that is causing the great problems with security concerns here at the Sochi Olympics. Given that I am literally within a half mile of where I am staying, you can understand why the Russians are concerned. This is a prime location for people who are not happy with their situation to come across and launch an attack. I mentioned in another interview, or another portion of this series, that there is patrol boats, and there is one over my shoulder here. I'll pan the camera over. And there's the patrol boat. It's been there, and it will be there 24 hours a day, pretty much circling around where it is right now and watching for anything on radar that might be approaching by sea or by air. So that's a little background on the information, on the situation here, and talk to you later. Take care, Upper Michigan. Take care.
Thank you, Gordon. We'll be back after the break.